Hello, cool kids. So today is day 4. I'm pretty sure of it. And yeah, it's day 4. Stop playing. And I had a little hiccup. The hiccup is I went to go buy the other half of my ingredients, and I didn't want to buy them all at once because I didn't want to risk, that they would, ripen and not be good, because my cantaloupe yesterday was really on its way out. I think I ate half of it because it just was not good to taste, and it just didn't seem like that's something I should do with my life. So today I went to, get my stuff. Of course I was able to get the oranges and the limes, the pear, a pineapple, but I was unable to get grapefruit. I was unable to get cantaloupe. I think that was it. I know I have a few more things to shop for. So I have to improvise, I guess. And my improvising is legitimately either doing the 43 ounces of water the hour that I'm supposed to do these things that I do not have, or just do one of the detox drinks, which I have enough spinach to do the spinach one, and just do that for that hour instead. I'm going to try again this weekend to see if I can find what I'm looking for, hopefully. So that was a kind of a hiccup because I was expecting to, of course, leave the store with the things I needed. But with everything that has been transpiring and the shortages that have been going on, I'm actually not surprised. But this is normally why I go to farmers markets and things like Sprout and Aldi's, and because they always seem to have what I'm looking for. I end up going to Kroger, which I really hate Kroger anyway, so maybe that's why. So I won't be able to do the exactly, the way it's planned out, but I've been planning everything 3 days ahead. So I'm just hoping that on the day of, I can just easily go there, probably just go in the morning and get what I need. Cause there was like one grapefruit left, and no one needs to have that. Whatever that was, that's everyone in their life deserves better than that. My hair looks crazy again. That's fine. Oh, I guess it looks crazy because of like the fuzz. I'm gonna take this off. Now I have like the little bridge. Anyway, today, again, I didn't go to sleep on time, so I'm realizing that I really don't do well if I don't go to sleep at 10. Like, I have to go to sleep at 10, because I once again woke up at 9, and I'm supposed to be up at 8, doing the flush or whatever. So I've just been accommodating it. So that's been my hiccup. Actually eating and doing everything I'm supposed to do is not the hard part. Hard part is I don't actually have a schedule, and I've been trying to make a schedule for a year, and I'm just terrible at schedules. And I think it's just the Libra in the Sagittarius house in me that's just like, schedules are boring. People who have schedules are boring, but I'm realizing that I definitely need to schedule things. Like, I need to wake up. Like, this has definitely been like an eye-opener of why things don't move the way I necessarily want them to move in my life. And it's just because I don't plan. I don't schedule. I don't create, strategic to-do list. Like, I'm a very go with the flow person. I was actually talking to one of my friends last night, which is why I ended up being so late, because we ended up talking a lot longer than I expected. I thought we were going to have like a 10-minute, 20-minute conversation. It ended up being like an hour and a half. So one of the things we were talking about was attachment and the different types of attachments. And there are 4 different types of attachments that people have. And we were talking about being like go with the flow people, but realizing that genuinely means that we have people-pleasing issues. The main reason we go with the flow is we're afraid to step on toes. We're afraid to, you know, cause conflict, all that jazz, all that coolness. And yeah, so that's what I kind of learned, that me not wanting to do a schedule, I mean, it's definitely rooted in my false narratives that I've created in my head that it's boring. And I think it's just solidifies that I'm an adult. Once you start creating schedules and color coding and getting excited about shit like that, then you're actually an adult. But I have to, like, if I even want to maintain what I am doing right now in my life, I genuinely have to have some structure. And I am a Capricorn North Node, and if you know anything about astrology, your nodes are like your trajectory, like where you're going and where you've been. Like, they can count for multiple things, like past life and all this different stuff, but for me, North Node specifically is where you're supposed to be going in life, the energy you're supposed to be taking on, what actually transforms your life. And mine is in Capricorn, so I'm supposed to be all about the discipline, all about the work, you know, all about the status, all about creating new endeavors, manifesting pretty much my whole life, because Capricorn is the great manifester. Being that, you know, she's ruled by Saturn, the earth is her domain. So I really have to get over myself. It's what I've learned today, is I have to get over myself. I have to let those narratives go. I really have to kill those belief systems that I've done to keep myself back. And I also have to kill that Cancer South Node with the whole wanting to establish relationships and family and getting stuck in the past of what was. And I'm saying, but that's kind of what I learned today. Today was actually really easy. So what I ended up doing today, because I'm supposed to eat 4 grapefruits, and that means I won't have grapefruits for other days, I'm just going to skip that and go to the Detox 7, which is a prune juice, which looks like a lot. I'm going to just improv. I think tonight is prune juice, or prune water, really. So I'm just going to focus on that, which is at 8, and then I just drink water to close out my night. So that's what I'm going to do, so that I can kind of maintain the schedule, even though I have to kind of improvise. Kroger. But it's also my fault, because I was supposed to go in the morning, and like I said, I did not wake up on time. And what's that?
I was getting the rest of my stuff though. I thought I had left that open to death.
But I have also been contemplating about my initial thoughts about pescatarian and what that means and look like for me, and it does look like giving up cheese. That's what I concluded today. I was still like going back and forth about it, but it is absolutely giving up cheese. It's probably like the easiest way to create mucus in your body, and I'm doing all of this, and a lot of mucus out is coming out of my body. So I'm definitely going to stay away from that as well. Cheese, milk. And the main reason I'm not sure about eggs is because I eventually want to have a farm where I raise chickens. And one of my favorite animals, which is cows. I love, like, my favorite animal is an elephant, but I love cows. They're like big ass dogs. And they like to play, and they're, you know, they're really sweet, gentle animals. So I definitely want cows as well. So I've been contemplating that aspect of my life. But for a fact, just the whole process of cheese in general is like terrible. And it's funny because mucus and gluten kind of do the same thing in my body specifically. They're both like glue. Like it's almost like eating glue and then expecting your vehicle to run. So I'm letting it go. It's not that hard. And like I said, I'm still going to be very mindful with my eating, and it's definitely going to mainly be plant-based. But I've been going back and forth about it. So since we are solution-oriented, the goal tonight is to go to bed on time. Like, shut it down, shut it out. Right at 10 and be in the bed, read myself to sleep. Like, literally, that is what I'm going to do. So I am back on the right time, but also not feeling rushed to do everything else either in my day. I'm already tired. Obviously, I'm already tired, but yeah, today wasn't hard. It was just different. And what I will say is that because I have been changing my eating, like naturally my behaviors and habits have changed. That also made my days feel different. So that whole thing I was talking about in the beginning with the scheduling is kind of, you know, non-existent, because when you actually maintain your goals and you're actually like being mindful, your days don't actually feel the same. Because all my days have felt, since I've started this, all my days have felt like drastically different from one another. And like the stuff that you plan to do for your day, or the things that are supposed to be daily do's, are like the anchors of maintaining like that anchor in your without your day, or that grounding. And as a Pisces moon, Libra sun, I do need some, I personally need to ground. Because I can get caught up in my mind, I can get caught up in my own world. And yeah, it's okay. It's okay that today wasn't my favorite day of this. It's day 4. I'm looking forward to day 5 to kick ass, take some names, you know. And I'm kind of excited to see what the 5 days after that kind of look like, because there's a fire in my belly. It's keeping me warm. But I actually have to go make some blends for this vending event that we are doing locally. Celestial clouds is what I talk about. I have to do some smoke blends. So I'm actually going to get a bag here and actually start on it, so I'm not rushing next week when it is. But thank you again for watching. Like, subscribe, and I shall see you whenever I see you.